Hello guys, this is Avcoor, and I would like to talk about the new costume for Aerith and her weapon. And there's some general discussion about this, but it's important to talk about it as it does open up new options for the character. So we'll start with her costume. So we'll go to party. And I'm a big Aerith fan. I'm going to talk about her in another video. And good things are just happening for this character. Good things are just happening for this character. And even though this costume has some issues, it's still really good. So why do I say this costume's really good? First of all, Chocobo's suit is giving her the stat that she desperately craves. Boost HP is so important that whenever you see this stat on a piece of gear or costume, it automatically ranks up its importance and relevance. So, Chocobo suit, HP, good to go. Like, this doesn't have HP, this doesn't have HP, but this has HP, and this doesn't have HP. But Chocobo suit is where it's at, and you're gonna see me use it a couple of times on some of these clears that I do, because simply put, HP is so important that you would like to have it on your main weapon, your secondary weapon, or your costume, and then your sub weapon will have an HP stat there too, and that's how you build high HP stats. So this is really good. Chocobo suit is solid. It just looks dumb to me, so I don't like the way it looks. But yeah, it is what it is. It's really good. So if you're a free to play player and you don't have any of the other costumes that Aerith has, and you're an Aerith player, they really gave you something really good with this costume. The devs really love Aerith, and I'm so glad I'm an Aerith player because this is that's a darn good costume. It really is. I'm kind of like sad that I didn't get the swimsuit costume, but anyway, let's go into the weapon. So as you can tell, I already have Chocobo staff at OV5. I'm gonna get it to OV10 probably by the end of the weekend or so. I don't want to spend all my stamina there. But there's one thing that this weapon does extremely well, and it's not solid mana ward. That's not where it's at. It's a good skill. Solid mana ward is a good skill, and we'll talk about it. But I want to talk about boost heal at 27, which is super crutch. Like, this is super crutch. I mean, wow. You actually want this as a second weapon if you're doing a full healing set. You want this and Fairy Tale, and you're like good to go. You're like good, because what Solid Mana Ward does is it increases your magic defense potency mid, and you get a 38-second duration at max, which you will have this max if you do what you're supposed to be doing. And once you have that, there are certain enemies in this game that only do magic damage. Excuse me. Like for me, this is like the best thing that could ever have happened to me because I'm a Barret player, and a Barret player like me has agitation. That's one of his best weapons, which actually raises up physical defense. But if I go against a magic damage opponent, this weapon is very serviceable. So the thing that is getting me about this is if you're playing this game, why would you play another healer besides Aerith if she's getting all this good stuff? Is there really a reason for you to pick Matt? Matt has a really great weapon and he has a really great healing skill, and his limit breaks are good, but they're not as good as Aerith and they're not as versatile as Aerith. And he doesn't have as many costumes as Aerith, and he doesn't have as many great weapons as Aerith. And Aerith's getting a free weapon for free that is really good. That actually increases her heal. So I'm just not seeing the point of Matt. I wanted to play Matt, but it's getting harder and harder to justify me even bothering with Matt since I invested so much into my era. And if you're a free to play player, it's going to be hard for you to justify playing another character besides Aerith. Because if you actually played it smart, got Aerith's fairy tale, and you steadily worked on that with all your free pulls, you put that on the wish list, you should at least have it at OV3 or OV2. And at that point, do you really use another character besides her in your lineup? Especially when they're giving her all this good free stuff. And like all of her weapons are really good. I need to level this weapon up to 80. But this is really good. This is really good. Even striking staff is really good. So she's getting a lot of good stuff. So if you're a free to play player and you vested in Aerith, this is just more good news for you. But anyways, if you like my content, hit the like, share, subscribe button. Because yeah, it's getting better, man. I'm getting excited about this game. Have a great day and laters.